Guys, Eric here. I just came back from DC and man, I am tired, I'll tell you, man. Oh, DC always has a certain energy to it. I always find the place kind of invigorating. When I go there, it feels like people are accomplishing things, doing things, big stuff is happening, right? And it makes me want to do something large and world changing as well. Whenever I go to DC, I always get the urge to crack open history books and economic books and study and try to, I guess, equip myself to work in that kind of world. Um, when I was younger and I first graduated from college, I always imagined that the first real step would be to, get a job here in Richmond, save up enough money to handle, I guess, moving costs or relocation costs, and get a job in DC, where, all the jobs were at the time I graduated into a recession. That seemed to be the only place with the gigs. But not just gigs, but where the excitement was. It's the closest major city to where I live. And I wanted to get involved in that, and I was really interested in that. But as I got older, I would talk to my brother. The thing is, I wanted to I wanted to solve big problems. I wanted to, I guess, just tackle the biggest issues there were. That seemed interesting to me. I wanted to, I guess, be involved in that. I wanted to enact change. But the thing is, there wasn't any really particular change. It was more interested in the act of creating change itself rather than a particular change that I was interested in creating. I didn't know what problems I wanted to solve. I just knew I wanted to solve big problems. And that's a very kind of backwards way to go about that kind of thing. I described it to my brother one time, and I remember he very much noted, it stuck with me, he said, you just want power. Which does seem like a very, I guess, shallow thing, right? And as I thought about it more as I got older, and I really kind of thought about what that kind of life would entail to embed myself in some kind of bureaucratic institution. I'm well aware that they have very high burnout rates in that kind of industry in the public sector, and that people have a tendency to become very jaded. And if I'm being honest, that would very likely be the kind of fate I would ultimately find myself having if I pursued that kind of career. So, at the end of the day, I want to, I guess, I want to do something great, but the actual practice, the actual kind of life that would involve, I don't think would be the kind of life I would want to live. I would find very interesting, I find very fulfilling. And so I think I want to try to build something else on my own, something that I can create a life that I can do something great with. I don't think that's the avenue for it. We're going to see what we can build elsewhere. So I don't think I'll be going to DC anytime soon. I still get that invigoration when I visit. That old urge. It's exciting. And it's great. And it's very funny because you travel all this way to go to this place. And you're like, okay, let's see the place. But then all I want to do is just sit down in a library and read. Quite the vacation, right? But I could do that at home. Right? I still enjoy it though. So, I'm tired. We'll talk later. That's it for the second day of Vlogtober. See y'all later.